Okay, so this morning we are going to do this recipe of the chocolate devil cake. You can see that the rose gold coffee powder is inside. One packet is 22 gram, and 22 gram are supposed to use for 2 egg recipe or 250 gram of butter. And I'll start now. Inside we have butter, we have the sugar, we have the corn syrup, and we have the instant coffee. This mixer is from the kitchen, and whenever I come here, when I do a video, either I use this or the other one. So you can see that it whips up pretty fast. The butter is not exactly very soft, so I cut it into cubes, very small cubes, hoping that during this whipping, right, it will soften. You can see some small little blocks over the other side, so I may need some time for this to whip up a nice consistency. So I will pause a while and come back. I do a little bit of scraping because I see that I saw many of these little cubes, right, are like being stuck at the side. So even when I was making it really fast, it seems to get stuck somewhere. So this is to make sure that all the small little butter cubes are fully incorporated with the sugar, corn syrup, and the coffee mix before I put in other ingredients, you know, for whipping up. Okay, so I start on with slow. You see, I still can see some of the little blocks of butter down there, and I'm going to do it on high. The main purpose actually is to make sure all the butter is incorporated. At this stage, it's not fluffy at all. It's incorporating. Okay, so I'm going to scrape the other side because the other side seems to be having a few cubes, you know, stuck there. So yeah, this step is really important to check on your mixer. You know, I have this mixer that have a gadget that really helps to scrape everything, but sometimes when I'm in the kitchen I do not have all this benefit, so I will still do the scraping process. I just need to double check to make sure that there's no butter left. Yeah, it's pretty good, you know, now. Okay, so I'll stop a while. I'll scrape down all this little batter which is on the side, because right now I'm going to add in the eggs. Okay, so now I will be going on medium speed. I'll add the egg one by one. Then I'll do a scrape down. After scraping, now I'm going to start again. Yeah, this side it seems like stuck, so I scrape this side. Yeah, one hand doing work and the other hand taking a video is not easy. So now I'm going to add another egg. Over here I have 4 egg recipe for this machine, and today I'm going to make 8 pieces of pig slice. I pause a while and come back. From here you could see that the consistency of the batter is all smoothened up and well combined, well blended with the 4 eggs. The last 2 eggs I just throw in together because the batter is very consistent, so it's really easy to blend. So the 2 other eggs I actually put in together, and now I'm going to go on slow and slowly add in the yogurt. I do not have yogurt, so I put milk and lemon juice in here. So you can see that I'm going to incorporate now slowly. Yeah, the slowest speed I have in here is this. So I'll just slowly add in and incorporate. The batter may curdle, and we'll still do it slowly. Never do it on fast because it will definitely curdle up. So everything is on slow. It may look a little bit liquidy, but it's still fine. Just incorporate. Okay, so I'll stop now. Okay, it looks a bit weird, right? A bit liquid, and we go combine together with the flour. In this segment, it does look a little bit weird and liquidy, but do not need to worry about it. We will just go ahead to fold with the flour, but I do have a problem because taking this video is not easy with one hand and the other. So this one you will be watching through the time lapse. Oh, I found a space here that I can show you how to put in the flour. So apart from the time lapse, today I'm using instead of using the bicarbonate soda, I'm actually using sour raisin flour for the 2 recipe. Okay, so I'm going to put in half of it. Half of it means this 4 egg recipe. I mean, not 4 eggs, 4 tray recipe. So I'll just fold like this. Can you see it's just combined? You can do it slowly, you don't need to do it too fast. Remember, as I mentioned before in class, we cannot fold it until it's smooth. It's really dangerous to do that because by then it's really overfold. So I just you can blend it like this. So the other half, remember, you cannot overfold. Okay, you see it's already well mixed. So there's some batter there. I'm not using a lot of force, so you'll have to remember that. It's very gentle. So I'm going to add in the rest of the flour. So So that's it, that's all the flour in here, and I'll just fold slowly. May look fast, may look that I'm very harsh, but actually I'm very gentle. Can you see, because it's difficult to fold, so I'm going to hold it really close near to the center so that it's easier to fold, because the batter is really heavy and I cannot use too much force either. Just slowly blend, slowly fold one direction. Yeah, it's pretty heavy. Okay, that's it. This is the end. And remember, this is for 8 trays. So later on, I'll be putting to 8 trays, and then we will bake. This segment I will not show because it's already shown in class in demos. And hope you enjoy.